Hello and welcome to Falx's tack tutorial. I'll be running through a couple things I do with pixel art when I start to work on pixel art. This is the canvas I'll be working on. It's 150 by 150. I don't start large with my sketches. I start at 150 by 150, which is usually the size that I do a lot of my tag work on. Today I'll be drawing this character, Lolly? I'm going to pretend it's Lolly. There's a hyena, which I don't usually draw, so you can also see I've brought up some reference pictures. So I'm going to go straight into sketching. So first off, I'm going to zoom in so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Since it's a square, I don't need to take up the entire space since my computer is very rectangular. So I'm going to go, and the first thing I'm going to do is put my sketch on a new layer. And you can do that by clicking this button right down here. And there's my new layer. And it's very important that you name your layers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. So I'm just going to sketch it now. So I'm starting to realize that I'm going to need to move my sketch a bit because I'm going to run out of room. But since I did on another layer, I can just go over to the move button and move it. Nice and simple and easy. Moving it over again. Now I'm going to zoom out to make sure I like my sketch. I wish his head was down more, like his head was laying in it, but I don't think I can do that pretty successfully without messing up anatomy because the neck's so long, which, as you can see, is a hyena. So now I'm going to continue on to the actual inking part, which is my least favorite part in this. So I'm going to make another layer again, and this time I'm going to call it lines. And this is going to be what my final lines are going to be on. So first off, this little handy dandy button is going to make it regular. It's going to revert back to black and white. And then I'm going to go here and click and hold down so I can make the pencil tool appear. And now I'm going to zoom in even more. And I'm going to just start lining. You're just going to take your pencil tool and just go over the lines. See, this is very important because your brush will also need to go into pencil mode, because if I start brushing with a brush, it's not going to look clean. So that's going to be pencil. And I'm going to erase the blocks that are kind of together so it looks smoother. Before it looked like this, and now it looked like this. You don't always have to do it. There are some times when you can actually put pixels next to each other that make it thicker lines. But if you're going to do that, make sure it's a decision to do it because you think it will look better that way. Sometimes I do that around this part of the eye to make it look thicker, or I'll do it around the mouth to make it look thicker. But you shouldn't just be doing it because you forgot to or because you're too lazy to clean it up. Because uncleaned pixels throughout the entire tag do not look pretty.